William, you come with me. Clay, it's best if Richard stays with you. John, you go with Ben.
I don't know any of these names.
Oh, how come I get Ben? Why can't I go with Sekune?
She's at least got boobies.
You should be grateful. You could have been stuck with Fat Bob.
And his loud eating noises.
Yeah, what about me? Who's my partner?
I don't know, sweet rolls? Some food item?
You have your food.
Oh, called that.
And finally, Sekune, you take David with you. Good luck.
Don't worry, David. I'll protect you.
Oh, I feel so safe. Gee, I wonder why they call this place Rain. Okay, so we can actually play as Sekune. The D-pad scrolls between heroes. So she has a short bow, which appears to have infinite ammo. She has the same special, Web of Death. Okay, it looks like we share all items then. Yeah, okay. So we don't have separate inventories. Alright. So I'm gonna leave the Ice Wand equipped, because it appears to be badass. But that means she is a ranged character. So I will run around as her for a bit to get a feel for how good the short bow is. I don't know if you're enemies, but I'm shooting you anyway. Wow, it does a lot of damage. See, it says infinite. It has like the infinity symbol, but it does have the circle around it as well, like it's depleted, like there's 1 pixel of the circle around it left, like it's almost out of ammo. So does it not have infinite ammo? I'm going to interject to explain this right now because player me is obviously confused about what this symbol means, but he doesn't actually figure out what it does mean until several hours later, so I'm not going to leave you hanging that long. You'll still see player me figure it out when he eventually does, but in the meantime, I'll just tell you that this symbol refers to the number of shots a computer-controlled character will fire the weapon at a given target. So the infinity symbol means that once they begin firing at a target, they will continue firing at it indefinitely until either they run out of ammo or it dies. The other settings are 1, 3, and 5. So if you pick 3, they will fire 3 times at an enemy and then stop, even if it's still alive. The purpose of this is presumably to prevent them from wasting ammo, but in reality this doesn't even seem very useful. If the enemy is still alive, I probably want them to keep shooting it. You can use it to conserve mana with spells, since they also use this system, but this only really becomes relevant with enemies that are unaffected by a particular weapon or spell, because the AI doesn't recognize this and it will gladly continue firing spells that do 0 damage, wasting all of their mana in the process. If you set this to 1, they would stop firing after the first one, but I still don't consider this particularly useful because I dealt with that problem by simply unequipping the ineffective spell. The really important thing here is that the game never bothered to explain this. I eventually figure it out by reading the manual, which does indeed explain it, and it's partly my fault for not reading it. But why isn't there even the slightest overview in-game? This incredibly obtuse, non-standard system gets absolutely no explanation of any kind, but they actually take the time to tell me that pressing A attacks, which is both not obtuse and is literally the first thing I would try anyway. All this needed was a quick text box popping up the first time we got a companion that was controllable, Grandad is not, saying, "You can determine how many successive shots a companion with a ranged weapon or spell will take at an enemy while computer controlled," followed by an explanation of how to do it. That's it. Just a text box that pops up, the programming for which already exists, because that's what they did with the combat controls at the beginning, so it wouldn't even require designing a new system to implement it. So, yes, it took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out how to use this system, but that ultimately makes no difference to the playthrough as it's not a useful system in the first place. And in a second playthrough we will discuss later, even knowing how this system works from the very beginning, I never once found it useful. So that is a broadsword. Okay, the music here is actually quite loud. There. That's a little better. Okay, hitting A on back does not actually close the menu. You have to hit the start button. That's very strange. So I just picked up a broadsword. So the ice wand does level 1 damage 6. The broadsword is level 3 damage 9. I'm not following. It's damage 9 where the short sword damage 6. Okay, so it does 3 more damage. But what does level have to do with that? This is level 1, this is... Is that just the minimum I have to be to wield it? Like, am I not allowed to equip it? No, I am, even though I'm level 2. So what does the level of the weapon determine independently of the damage? Because if it does 9 damage, it does 9 damage. What does the level 3 modify? I don't know, but I'm assuming it's more powerful than the ice wand. This music is kind of appropriate, but kind of not. It's like, it's sinister, which is appropriate because we're like in a rainy city at night, skulking around, and it's full of enemies, and we're basically trying to sneak up on the galleon and recover the women. But like, so we're sort of doing this covert mission under cover of night, which this music sort of gives that feel. It's kind of sneaky, but also sinister. It's not bad. This music does fit what we're doing, but it is weirdly loud. Okay, so the basic chop is doing 5 or 6 damage instead of 4. So it's not really doing markedly more damage than the regular sword. I want to compare that to the ice wand then. And unfortunately, it looks like this area is going to be a bit of a maze because that's where we came from, but we have 3 ways to go and no sort of map. I'm just going to go this way, I guess. I don't know which direction to pick. Oh, there's other people fighting here. Okay. Well, they got wasted. Okay, so yeah, the ice wand is doing like 4. So it was only doing a lot to the rock monsters, I guess, because they were susceptible to that element. And now we have 2 more ways to go. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back to this screen, and I guess I'll go up this time. There's more dudes here. Is he gonna get hacked up? Oh no, he's gonna run away successfully. You want to do something about the guys above you? Okay, fine, I will. And David is not at all trying to avoid attacks. Oh, that's annoying. He has a shield. So I guess, yeah, when the AI is in control of a character, they do not at all try to avoid damage. That's really disappointing, actually. Also, I was going to check how much more health I have. I believe I had, at level 1, I had 96, right? So I have 136 now. I got a fair bit more health then. Okay, this appears to be a dead end. Yeah, Sekune does a lot of damage. I dig that, but I do wish the companions had a little more agency when you weren't controlling them. Like, David was just standing there getting shot, meaning I just wasted a bunch of health. Okay, that apparently needs a key. It's not just a dead end, so I can't do anything there right now. And here's where we find out if enemies respawn. I've gone a couple screens away, so let's see if they come back after a fixed amount of time. It's not every time you leave the screen, because these guys aren't back. So maybe we can just clear the area. Sekune needs health. Let's go this way.
He looks injured.
Maybe he's faking it, and it's a trap.
He needs our help, and quickly.
This might be an ambush. In fact, it's a big clearing, which means it's almost certainly an ambush.
No! It's a trap!
Oh my god, I was totally right. It was so obvious. Oh god, he got wasted. No, oh! I want to select, no, the guy close to me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we gotta talk about the way ranged works. Now, you'd want ranged here, because I have to hold L, and holding L puts me in ranged mode, which puts a red circle over the guy I'm targeting. The way you would want that to work, or the way I would want that to work, is that when you press L, the circle appears under the person closest to you that you're facing. So like, if there was a guy to my left, if I pressed left and then hit L, I would want it to select him. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't select the one you're facing. It sort of just picks one arbitrarily. And so then you have to hit R to cycle through to the one that's closest to you if that's the one you want to hit. I would rather it just selected the one I was facing. So left or right? I don't know. Right? Because there's a light over here. I'm sure that's not relevant, but I just have to pick one. Oh, it looks like they lead to the same place. So let's go this way to see if they do, in fact, just loop to the same place. I'm assuming they do. Oh, they don't. Okay, some trickery there. I was waiting for Sekune to do something, and she's totally not. There we go. Yes, special attack is just hold A. I did that accidentally, but it worked. So this door isn't openable, even though it's really obvious on screen and lit. So like that hallway, yeah, that alleyway there serves no purpose, apparently. Yeah, none of these doors are openable either. So what exactly is my objective at the moment? I know we're here, like the plan was we're gonna pair off and capture territory, but like, what specifically am I trying to do at this exact moment? Find the galleon or just clear the area of enemies? Oh yeah. I'm loving the real-time combat though. Look at that. We just hacked our way through the enemies and we're done. We don't have to like have some screen effect, wait for the arena to load, fade up on the arena, wait for our ATB bar to fill, and do boring-ass turn-based. Oh, it's so much nicer to just hack our way through this. Oh yeah, Web of Death does quite a bit of damage. And seems to recharge quite fast, so I may as well just use it a lot. Nice. Okay, so that way is a way, or we can go up here. Oh no. They're splitting paths, so I have no idea where to go. Nice, more arrows, and another splitting path. Okay, so since this is also a split, I'm gonna go back a screen. I'm gonna go to the lower pathway and see if it's a dead end, because if it's a dead end, we can clear off this particular pathway. Because since I don't have a map, I need to be very careful that I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. There does seem to be a quirk there I noticed on this particular screen. Those guys hadn't noticed us, but when I switched to Sekune, they still hadn't noticed us. When I actually hit A to fire an arrow, they noticed me immediately even though the arrow had not reached them yet. So the act of firing an arrow betrays your position before the arrow has actually traveled any, which is a little strange. And this way is also a branching pathway. I have 3 ways to go here. Let's go this way. I don't know. This might be a dead end here. Ooh, he's throwing shit. Does that mean I get his throwing knives? Throwing knives, yes. Does this screen tell me how much damage they do? No, it just says level, but I don't know what that means in terms of damage. And why swords quote actual damage, but range don't. So it's better than a catapult, but not as good as a bow. Fair enough. Gonna have some bread. Oh, it's not a dead end. Oh god, where am I going? Oh, this is a dead end. Okay. There's a bell I can ring. I'm assuming that does something later, so I just need to remember where that is, I guess, because presumably I'm coming back. Notably, this music doesn't sound as low quality as some of the other music has. I guess these are nicer samples, or it's less compressed. Ooh, frame rate. Damn it, Sekune. Just shoot. Actually, I don't like that when the AI is playing a ranged character, like so when it's controlling Sekune, when they're in close on her, she kind of just stops attacking and then goes for a punch instead. But when I've controlled her, I'm pretty sure, I'm actually going to check it now, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to fire my bow at point blank range, so it's dumb she's not doing that and is instead trying to punch, which is comparatively ineffectual. Also, I can't believe I haven't commented on her outfit till now, but it's a little bit ridiculous. I guess I didn't really need to say that, because you can see it too. Yeah, since that path was a branching path, I wanted to come back here and check if it was a dead end, and it looks like it is. Yeah, see, she starts punching when they're in close range, but I'm certain if I switch to her... Oh, I guess she's just out of arrows. Oh, fuck, we're out of arrows. That's why. So I guess I'll give her the ice wand. The ice does not actually do that much to these guys. See, now that is clearly an incorporeal chest, just like the one in the observatory that I totally forgot was in the observatory, meaning I guess I missed it, unless we can go back later. But now the question becomes, how do I make this openable? So, like, do we later in the game get some kind of ability that lets us interact with those? But that would require, I guess, a fast travel option later in the game where we can revisit locations we've been. But this gate is not openable, nor does it have a key icon, so I think this is just a dead end for that chest that I have no way of opening. I guess I'm gonna go back this way. Go back up top and see where these go. So I'll go this way. And that takes me to Village Boy. Okay. Is this also a trap? I'm assuming it is.
Yes, you! Quickly, over here!
Well, I would if you'd let me move.
It could be another trap.
He's just a boy. Come on, let's
He's just a
find
boy,
out
yeah.
what else.
Which means he's easily manipulable by, goons trying to set a trap.
The garrison is coming. Please, we have to hide. Hurry, they'll be here soon.
Okay. Let's get out of view. There we go. Even though technically David was in line of sight there since the gate is open. From their perspective, they had a straight view of me, but I'm glad it worked. So does this kid no longer have anything to say? I guess not. Well, thanks for the tip, kid. He just told us to hide and he was right, and we leave. And he has nothing to say ever again. He has served his one purpose in life. Oh my god. This is pretty much just as many guys as we avoided previously. And the tougher looking enemies, the captain-y ones, they're slightly bigger and they have the horn things on their helmet. Every time I see those horns, it makes me think of Shaak Ti from Star Wars. That I waited a little while to say that means you guys, someone watching this thought the same thing. And see, now we're in a crazy wide shot. With a shitload of dudes. Is this our party we've met back up with? They're so small on screen, I can't tell.
Where is it?
We've missed it.
Oh.
It must have left before low tide.
Surely you considered this possibility.
There was nothing more we could have done.
We could have got here sooner.
And possibly gotten our ass kicked by not having our brilliant plan of breaking off in pairs.
Yes, we should never have gone back to Haven. We wasted too much time.
We needed...
Stop whining, David. I don't like you.
But what good are they now? You do what you want. I'll get Camille back myself.
Uh-huh. Okay.
William, I know you're upset.
Upset?
I think we should just let him go. He needs to calm down.
It's fine. He'll get slaughtered by a group of guards around the next corner.
We all do.
Silva will send more guards. They'll be here soon. We have no choice but to go back to Haven.
But I haven't fully explored the area yet. Oh well. I mean, every chest in the game so far has just kind of contained a few bits of food and some gold, so...
For reasons outside my scope of interest, Dr. Buzuki was in...
Buzuki?
Join him at the Temple of the Oracle as soon as possible.
Who is Dr. Buzuki, and why does he have such an awesome name?
Is there anything wrong?
Did I not just explain that? I don't know because I don't care!
We should hurry.
What a dick.
Frank's charm may be an acquired taste, but he's trustworthy.
If you say so.
He obviously needs us.
Who's Dr. Buzuki?
He's an alchemist. He's been experimenting with his potions in the caves of No. I warn you, he's a little eccentric.
An eccentric alchemist? Wow, who would have thought?
Volatile, but he has a good heart. Come on. Attend to the men. Ensure they are all rested and well fed. They're gonna need it.
Oh my god, fuck off. I don't need loud eating noises.
At last.
Why? What is it?
I don't have the time to explain. Come on, the Oracle is about to waken.
What are we doing here? I thought we were trying to catch the galleon and save our women. I guess we don't know where it went, so... Yeah, it does make the whole last two areas of the game feel pointless, that the previous area, the whole reason we went there was to get the telescope to see where the galleon was going. And then when we saw where the galleon was going, we went to that area and totally missed the galleon. So, like, the last two areas have been no gain. And now we're doing something completely unrelated to the captured women?
The Oracle?
If Buzuki is right, we should hurry. The Oracle is a divine, all-seeing presence. but only sinister omens rouse him into visible form.
Okay. Has he always been here? Does everybody know this? I mean, I guess David didn't, but like, divine all-seeing entity seems like something everyone in the world should be aware of.
Maybe we've missed it.
I am the all-seeing oracle. Ask me what you will, but you have only 4 questions. Choose wisely.
Oh, fuck.
Your appearance
Do we have a time limit?
is danger. But what is the nature of the impending threat?
That was kind of a waste of a question, frankly.
An evil sorcerer.
Yeah, we knew that. Way to blow a question, dumbass.
But we already know of Silver's evil. Do you have nothing new to tell us?
And then you just wasted a second one.
You are ignorant of Silver's true motives and the extreme implications of his actions. Silver covets power.
Well, we knew that.
And is striving to appease the chaotic god Apocalypse to attain it.
Now, I knew that because I read the box.
Succeeds, he will become an emissary of darkness, rewarded with the unimaginable powers of destruction to enforce Apocalypse's command.
But what's the point of destroying the world? Doesn't he need to live in it?
To its grave.
How can we stop him?
Even without the power of darkness,
We only have one question left, dude.
evil is too potent. No mortal can defeat him.
No.
However, a long-dead civilization vanquished a similar threat 300 decades ago.
Also known as 3 millennia.
Created 8 mystical orbs.
Oh
Each
no.
one forged with unique magical properties, designed to neutralize the forces of evil. But their true power is only unleashed when they are combined.
Okay.
Where can we find these orbs?
Oh, that was the last question, dude.
That was your last question. So I must restrict my answer.
Wait, what? How does that make sense? He asked what the location of all of them is. That can be one question.
100 decades.
Why would that have to be limited to one? You're making up the rules, Oracle, and I don't approve.
As a hermit in the city of rain.
That's where we just were.
He is wary of strangers.
So I guess we're going back, which means I can look the pathways we didn't look.
But you will find the first orb with him. Take this horn. It will counter the magic he uses to lock the entrance to his tower. Now, if you would leave, I must return to my slumber.
I feel like we could have been more efficient with our questions there. I mean, we did learn some stuff, but maybe if we stopped and talked with each other first before asking questions, we could have optimized that a little more. Because now this guy is apparently gone forever until some great evil and some great disturbance in the world rouses him from his slumber again, which could be long after our lifetimes, I take it. But then I guess the other thing to comment on is we're gonna collect 8 orbs, I guess. Which, oh yeah, okay. The horn does just sort of poop out. Okay. I thought it happened off screen. I didn't realize we were actually going to see it. Oh, it's a magic horn. Okay, so it could just be created in situ, I suppose.
We need to discover how Silver is planning to appease this god Apocalypse.
Well, I don't know. Does capturing all the women have something to do with it?
I agree, but first we need to secure all the orbs.
And we only know how to find one.
You go to Rain and find Othias. I'll go back to the camp and order my men to obstruct Silver and his hordes wherever possible.
It's a very specific order.
What of the remaining 7 orbs? How will we find them?
If Othias has the first, he may know the whereabouts of the others.
Yeah, maybe. It's the only lead we have.
But if they're as powerful as we hope them to be, Othias will not relinquish his orb or any information freely.
Well, then we murder him. I think this is more important than his life.
I'm charming. How could he refuse?
No, David, you're kind of a douche.
Well, I don't want to get too distracted by your irresistible charisma, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, such a burn.
It's the whole province. And if you ever need...
Oh my god, a map. Thank God. Ah, it's just on the status screen.
If you weren't one of my Pushins, due to my unconditional expulsion from no or permanent holiday, as the other professors prefer to label it, we gratuities are gratefully accepted.
I mean, fair enough. It presumably costs you money to produce them.
I'm a fair man. I'd ask you for nothing but the cost of the ingredients.
That's incredibly fair.
Interested?
Sure. What do you got?
But at the moment, even the weest gratuity is beyond my means.
No, it's not. I have money.
Don't fret, laddie. I have a sample here you can have for free. And I'll always be here if you need me. After all, there's nowhere else for Frink and I to go. Now, shouldn't you be on your way? I've kept you long enough.
Okay, gas cloud vials. What does that even do? I mean, I'm assuming that's an offensive potion, like not something I use on myself, because gas cloud sounds like poison? Like, do I throw it like a Molotov and it emits a poison cloud that poisons enemies and does DOT? Now, I actually want to look at his inventory, though. I hit the check mark, and David said he had no money, but I do have money. I have 281 gold. Can I talk to Frink? No, I can't. And we have this weird circle of statues up here, presumably holding, I guess, the orbs we're going after. Although there aren't 8 here, which is a bit odd. There are only 6. So maybe these are unrelated orbs? I have no idea. Speaking of just going around collecting orbs, that feels a bit generic too. Sort of like starting the game with women being kidnapped. And this is the thing a lot of fantasy games do, is we have to travel around and we have to collect, 7 crystals or 6 power gems, or we have to collect 3 spiritual stones. Like games have done that. Like Legend of Zelda game has done that. Legend of Zelda series has done that a lot, where you're going around collecting pieces of the Triforce, or the 3 spiritual stones in Ocarina of Time, or you have to collect the 3 pendants in A Link to the Past to get the Master Sword, where you then have to free the 7 descendants of the wise men who are trapped in crystals. So there's like 7 crystals. Like this whole collecting a series of important stones is pretty standard fantasy fare. Quest 64 did that. We collected the 4 elemental orbs that nobody ever actually explained or even told us we needed to collect, but they were, I guess, allegedly important at the end. They had something to do with the Elatail book and opening the portal to where Mammon was, even though we were never actually told who Mammon was or what he wanted or fucking anything, because Quest 64 is an unfinished clusterfuck. It's pretty standard fantasy fare to be going around collecting orbs, but again, I feel like I kind of wish we were doing something else. It's just slightly too tropey, And to be fair, it's tropey when Legend of Zelda does it too, and it's never bothered me there. Maybe it's just because I'm used to those games, so I don't think about it anymore. Or maybe it's because there's a lot of other stuff to care about in those games, to like in those games, because they're so well executed top to bottom. Maybe it bothers me more here, because so far there's nothing in this game that I truly love, have really latched on to. I'm enjoying this so far. I don't have any major issues so far. I'm on board, but it's not blowing my mind. I'm not oh my god, this is amazing, and sucked into it. So maybe it just stands out to me more here, but it feels okay, we start with our wife being kidnapped. Oh, we gotta go save her. Oh, now we gotta collect 8 orbs. It's very, very standard. And there's nothing wrong with that, because standards become standard for a reason, which is that it works. But there's that part of me that wishes something a little different was happening. But whatever, it's a solid enough objective. Let's go find Othias and get the first orb. Hello, sir.
Have you come back for some of my potions?
So health potion is 200. Ooh, they are kind of pricey. Which I'm assuming must mean that health potions are really, really good then, because food is way cheaper than that. And at this current point in the game, at only level 2, frankly, even a carrot, which only costs, I think, it was 10, right? Bread was 15. So 10 gold is still a decent healing item. So 200 is well beyond what I would be doing at this point, because that's basically all my money. Enchanted armor, that's cool. I'm assuming just temporarily makes us take less damage. I have no clue how long it lasts. I wish it said. I would love a written description telling me exactly how long that lasts. By the name, enchanted armor, or armour, because it's the British spelling, I can assume it makes us take less damage for a temporary period, but how long? Because it's $60. If it's 10 seconds, I don't really care. Probably 10 seconds isn't really enough to matter. If it's 90 seconds, that's probably worth it. Strength potion, same thing. I'm sure it's temporary, but how temporary?
Is it because you're worried? Because any potions that are prone to erratic impromptu eruptions have a clear warning on the label. No bother. I'll be here if...
Does that include any of the ones you're selling? That'd be an interesting mechanic. If there was just a chance every time you took a potion, it would just kill you. That'd be a terrible mechanic, but it's an idea. Okay, I guess these guys are... I guess these two guys are defending our highly important hideout here. We're all here. Our leader, our important leader, the Duke, is here. And they have a whopping 2 guys guarding it.
Why do you waste our time here when our missions have already been decided? Go quickly. I'll hinder Silver while you search for the orbs.
Can you be more specific about what you mean by hinder? Oh wait, no, correction. Well, there's 4 guys. There's 2 at each ladder. Oh my god. Truly, it is impenetrable. Ooh, and 2 more at the cave. Okay, I take it back. This place is exquisitely well guarded. I was wrong. I don't actually know how to get back to Rain because we never actually traveled there specifically. We traveled there in a cutscene. On the map screen here, can I travel here? Like, let's go back. Oh yeah, you can just travel from the map. Okay. Later. Yeah, I can trust that traveling took time. It's a shame you didn't say that while it was loading. You had a black screen that said later, and then loaded. Why not just put that on a load screen so you combine the pause, instead of having 2 separate pauses? So then we have Verdante, or Verdante, or however the fuck you're supposed to say it. We could go back to our house for giggles, I guess. The harbor... Oh yeah, the harbor is selectable, it's just hard to do. Yeah, see, I keep going past it to Rebel Camp. Yeah, the angles you have to tilt the stick to do diagonals are very specific. Because if I just go down from David's house, nothing happens, even though Barracks is below it. So, we have Rain Gate, which is presumably where we were the first time we were at Rain, and then we have Othias' tower. So we're looking for Othias. I thought that meant we were going to have to go back to Rain, wander around the streets until we find his tower. But apparently we can just go straight there? Oh, it's this place. Oh, okay. Looks like it's locked. Oh, that's icon there. That's the horn. So I guess I used the horn to dispel that barrier. But frankly, I want to run around Rain a little bit because I didn't actually explore all the directions. Let's just chop through some bitches and get on with it. Man, Sekune, why are you so bad at this? Oh god, I've noticed a serious problem with the AI, which is that they don't attack very fast. See, I can just mash the button quickly and, like, attack really, really fast. And the AI isn't doing that. They're like, swing, stand around and wait for an eternity. But you can do this! Just attack as fast as possible. I don't like games that do that, where they sort of make your allies less useful than you by just arbitrarily making them inefficient, which feels a bit like cheating. So, I never went... I don't think I went up or down on this screen, did I?
Please stop this. You're hurting me.
We have an elderly to rescue. Don't worry, Edith. I'll save you so you can live another 5 minutes before dying of old age. This guy's running in circles. I think his pathing broke.
Are you alright? Silver's guards are temperamental and often callous, and I've never seen them attack a defenseless old lady before.
Temperamental. Is that how you describe people who just like ransack towns and attack everybody? Temperamental.
I'm afraid they're unrelenting. Ever since little Jimmy.
Not little Jimmy. Who's little Jimmy?
Who's little Jimmy?
My son. They took him from me nearly 30 years ago.
Wow. Get over it, lady. That was a long time ago.
Who did?
Silver's guards. Jimmy stole one of their helmets. It was just a childish prank.
So Silver's been like a clear and present danger for 30 years?
The magistrate said it was...
I was under the impression he was more of a recent problem.
And sent him away. He was just a boy. I've tried to find him, but they won't tell me anything. They just taunt me.
Silver thrives on people's misery.
That's actually pretty fucked up.
My wife, Jennifer.
So you understand how I feel?
Well, not quite. Jennifer's theoretically still alive.
But could you find it in your heart to look for little Jimmy while you search for your wife? You're my only hope.
You don't think he's still alive, do you? It's been 30 fucking years.
We don't even know what he looks like.
Neither do you, because it was 30 years ago. He's gonna look a lot different than you remember.
Here, Take this. It was his favorite teddy. It's the only thing I have left. I know he would recognize it.
After 30 years of misery and torment in Silver's dungeon?
We'll try.
Whatever you say, ma'am. Oh, I actually have to pick it up. Ooh, okay. Almost walked away. This gate does not open. I can't talk to Edith again, and it's otherwise a dead end. Okay. So I don't think I went up here. Oh, that just loops around to here. I have been on this screen, I believe. I guess I didn't miss anything, really. There were just a couple loop arounds that sort of effectively lead to the same place. So, fuck it, let's just go to Othias' tower. This music's starting to get on my nerves anyway. It's actually, it's like I said, it's not bad at all, and like I said earlier, it does suit this sort of sneaking around the streets at night sort of thing. Like, it's appropriate and it's pretty good, but it's also just ponderous enough that it gets kind of old. So I guess we just run up to the gate here, and then I guess we toot our horn. I was expecting some kind of like epic trumpeting war horn sound that like echoed into the distance and sounded awesome. And we totally didn't get that. Are these not hostile? Oh no, now they've become hostile. I guess they just weren't at first. Oh my god, they blow into chunks in one hit. What are they? And why am I blowing them into chunks? Hey, at least they dropped money. So I suppose it was worth murdering them. Oh, we just wander in his ear. Okay, I was expecting more area before we got to him.
My name is David. Excuse my intrusion, but...
I need your orb, bro.
What is your purpose, stranger? I did not sanction your entry and so consider you hostile.
Wait! My intentions are virtuous. I give you my word.
Which, if it wasn't true, would mean nothing. Because if it wasn't true, that would mean I'm not virtuous, which would mean my word has no value.
How can I value the word of an intruder and potential thief?
I'm no thief, and I gained entry with a magical horn given to me by the Oracle.
I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's totally true.
Visitors, but thought it necessary in such grave circumstances.
I know of the Oracle's gift of foresight.
That's why they call him an oracle.
Tell me of these circumstances.
Silver intends to harness the dark power of the god Apocalypse. We need the 8 mystical orbs to stop him.
What are these orbs? Where do they come from? Why are they gonna help?
I've feared the possibility of such a danger for many years.
How long has silver been a problem?
The orb is yours. I'm trusting that you will...
Wow, that was easy. Really? He's just...
Please keep it safe from the hands of darkness.
He's just gonna give it to me? So the Oracle led me to believe this guy was gonna be a bit of a dickbag and potentially not be willing to give us the orb. We're just like, no, trust us, we're friendly. Oh, okay, here you go. Something I'm amazed I didn't notice when I played this, but seems really obvious to me in editing, is that Othias doesn't have any legs. His shoes are levitating completely independently of his body, like he's a character from the Rayman universe. Presumably, the developers didn't give him legs because they would be concealed under his robe anyway, but because the overall shape of the robe doesn't change to accommodate the position of these imaginary legs, you easily end up with situations where his feet are far enough out of it that you can very clearly see they're not attached to anything. On the other hand, if he did have legs and you still had the problem of the robe not changing shape, then it would be even more awkward that we would see his legs clipping through the sides of the robe. So either the robe needs to be able to change shape, or he should just have pants instead. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the big brown collar on his top is similar enough to his skin tone that, at a glance, it looks like it's not a collared shirt, but rather just a yellow shirt that's extremely low cut, like he wants to show off his splendiferous cleavage, which really threw me at first.
Before you return my solitude, look through my chest. I have collected many things throughout my mortal life. You may find something of use.
Who talks like that? All right, sir. I will gladly plunder your chest. Okay, so we have steel key. That probably goes to the locked gate that I can't remember the location of. Enchanted Armour potion. Excellent. Reaper. Is that another special? Yeah. And so we got the orb, which I guess has given us fire magic. And we got another broadsword. So we will give that to Sekune. And I'll give her a shield as well, because I have an extra. I guess I forgot to do that. I still don't have enough arrows, really, to bother giving her that. This does allow us to get a closer look at Sekune's outfit here, which is kind of amazing. She has a perpetual agonizing wedgie, which is a very curious choice. You wouldn't think you would want that, but sure.
Can you tell me anything of the remaining orbs?
Some were lost, others were either stolen or sold. But I'm afraid I know nothing of their current whereabouts.
And unfortunately, he has nothing else to say. So we just walk in here. He easily gives us the orb without any sort of challenge, or he didn't even ask us to, like, do a task for him first. He's not like, well, I'll give you the orb, but first you must do something for me, you know, and then, like, give us some sort of task we have to do, and he just fucking gave it to us. Which, for a guy who was pitched as a curmudgeon, is actually kind of surprising. I mean, I guess he just trusts the Oracle, but... Which, I guess, if I was aware of an Oracle that was, in fact, demonstrably real, like, and did, in fact, have foresight, I'd trust it too, but I wouldn't necessarily trust some guy who says he was sent there by the Oracle, because that might be a lie. These guys are not attacking me. Oh, now he is. I guess he just had to walk all the way into his proper position first. How very bizarre. Now I need to remember where the hell that locked gate was. I'm just assuming the key goes to that because I can't remember any other locked gate or door or thing that needs a key. I will go ahead and save. It is a different day, so I am now going to have a different name. My alternate save file will be Git. Hopefully this card has space. It should. Yes. Does this take the key? No, that key has like a different design. This one is very much just a plain steel key. Which means I have no idea where it goes because I don't recall seeing any other locked door. Which is just great because now I have no clue where to go. I can't imagine the key goes to anywhere in No. That would be bizarre. I don't remember there being a locked door in No anyway. There's no reason it would be used at Verdante or Verdante. Do I just go back to the rebel camp and talk to Duke? Maybe he has an idea. Hey guys, doing a great job standing there doing nothing. I mean, I know somebody has to, but my god, that would be boring.
Why do you waste our time here when our missions have already been...
Oh, no, he has nothing to say. Fuck it, let's just go to David's house and see if there's a pathway I missed. I do remember, actually, when I was at David's house, I noticed there was an exit. I commented on when I first discovered the icon scrolling, that there was an exit that I wasn't allowed to use.
Are you okay?
Yes, it's just, this is my home, and I miss it. I want my wife back.
Well, that is what we're doing, bro. We'll get there. It's okay.
For a moment there, I thought you'd got your wish. Come on, we'd better stop them before they wreck the place.
She thought the hideous monster coming out of the ground might have been my wife? Wow, even for a brief moment, that is very strange. Oh wow, these things drop apples. I'm not sure I don't think I would eat an apple that popped out of a disgusting monster, but sure. I guess in a medievally setting like this, they don't really know anything about hygiene, so... Yeah, there's an exit to the right there. That, obviously at the start of the game, wasn't usable, so I guess now it is. There's nothing up the top of the steps, which is strange, because it looks like this goes somewhere. So let's go this way. And hopefully, I don't know, find something... Why would I... If the key goes to something over here, why would Othias have a key to, like, the other side of the map? Because we're on, like, this weird peninsula... huge distance away from where he is. Like, you'd have to take a ship to get here, which did we? I mean, my god. Looking at that map, it feels like going between those locations would take an enormous amount of time with conventional travel, but there's also been no established, like, magical teleporting or anything, so... At this rate, just accounting for travel... Oh, jeez. Just accounting for travel, you'd think our wife has now been waiting, like, what, 3 months for us? God damn it, Sekune, could you actually, like, try not to get hit? Even slightly? Okay, these things... Oh, god. These things are kind of badass. I could try the fireball. She needs to eat something. Have some bread. Oh, fuck, there's so many of them. Okay, I'll have some bread. She needs some more. Alright. David can't attack because he's waiting for his magic to recharge. Glorious. Oh wait, does... Oh, even punching with the spell equipped, it had the little star like it was an elemental weakness. So even though I'm not casting spells, even just a plain punch with the fire equipped does fire elemental damage, apparently. It still wasn't doing a ton of damage, but that then makes it very strange he wasn't attacking more. I am extremely disappointed in and annoyed with the behavior of the AI when it's controlling the other character. They're incredibly bad and ineffectual, and that's really a problem, honestly.
They were in a hurry. Should we follow them?
No. They ran from the direction of Vivienne's cottage. She could need help.
Who's Vivienne?
Who the hell is
A
Vivienne?
friend. Trust me, you'll like her.
Okay. Oh, look at this place. It's like the rift to hell opened up. That's kind of strange, but... and why giant death bees came out of it, I'm not sure, but... I like these steps in this tree trunk. There's like a tree trunk here that's been leveled off to the level of the cliff above it, which is rock. So somebody like cut this tree flush and then grass grew over the top of it. But strangely, these steps here are actually branches on the tree. You couldn't build that because they're not carved into it. They're actually branches that have grown that way, which is visually cool, but like how the hell did it do that? Like how do you make a tree grow a bunch of really closely clustered together branches that all increase in height at a linear rate? Like and apparently these bear creatures are not hostile, despite the fact that it has glowing red eyes. Oh no, it's kind of facing me now. Oh, now it's attacking. Okay. Well, it wasn't hostile, I don't think. Oh god, they hit like a freight train though. Well, now we have to murder this other one, which I will do with a spell from a distance. Oh. It doesn't home in at all, so if they move, it just goes right past them. I was hoping it would have a little bit of homing. Okay. Oh, there is an exit to the right. Well, fuck it. Let's follow the dudes first. I can come the other direction later. Music here's kind of nice, though. It's a little bit tranquil for us getting mauled by bears, though. Are these people hostile? They must not be, because I'm allowed to leave. And I can talk to this one. Hello, sir.
I am the Mayor of Rain.
Well, then what the fuck are you doing on the other side of the map?
Invitation
We've just...
to rob me of my worldly treasures. I know your sort. You want to run your sword through my belly and feed my rotund carcass to the wolves.
Wow, you sound like you've put thought into that before.
No, we're...
murdering slum dwellers.
Why is the Mayor of Rain here? Oh my god, we're actually just gonna kill them all? I will prove that I am not here to kill you by slaughtering all of your guards. Who then just run away like bitches. As does the mayor. And he dropped a key. Oh, look at that. City key with the crenellated tower on it. So that...
I definitely missed the beware fat eccentric maniac prone to erratic paranoia and likely to attack sign as we approach this clearing.
Okay, Sekune, I appreciate the attempt at a quip, but that quip had way too many syllables. Quips are better when they like kind of, you know, you get in, you get out, and they punch. Oh god. Okay, so first of all, how was I supposed to know that the Mayor of Rain was even here? I didn't even know Rain had a mayor. I mean, I guess it stands to reason, but I don't know how this government works. But why is he here? This is the opposite side of the map. We're not in Rain. Like, we're in Verdante, across a giant body of water. Like, why was he here? How was I supposed to know he is here other than I just had to go, where do I go? And then just wander around. The only reason I came across him is because I'm just exhausting all of my options, not because I had a reason to be here. And then he just bitches out and drops a key. I guess that's my way forward because I do know where that key goes. That's such a bizarre way to do the progression in this game. Because I just found that guy by accident, and yet apparently that's what I was supposed to be doing. Whatever. I guess we'll move onward. I'm gonna save first, though. In case I get my ass handed to me. Because I don't know now, at this point, if I'm expected to continue moving forward, or if moving forward I'm gonna run into, like, massively over-leveled stuff because the fact that I got that key means they now expect me to turn around and go back to Rain. And then thus the stuff here is going to be like beyond my level. Let's find out. If I just go to the next screen and get my ass handed to me, I guess I'll go back to Rain. Ooh, this looks kind of sinister.
What happened?
During the last eclipse moon, a ferocious storm brought a huge firebolt down from the skies above Metalon. It crashed here and caused the surrounding devastation.
Wow, that sounds kind of badass. It looks a little demonic, though.
Down. We found this.
Scorched metal? Is it armor?
Yes. We feared it was a knight, but we found no trace of blood or scorched remains.
It's just an empty suit of armor? Oh, fuck. Well, these are fire creatures, so I'm going to switch to the ice wand. Assuming it does more damage. It does. So are these blue orbs mana? I guess there is a way to recharge it. Is that what these are? Well, I can't pick it up, and my mana's full, so I'm assuming that is what that is. I can't interact with the suit of armor. I don't know if that means that there's a thing we're going to come back to later in the game, or if that really is just there as kind of a visually striking piece of world building that has nothing to do with anything. Oh, fuck. Sudden boss fight. Okay, let's get Sekune into cover, because I don't think she's really going to do anything here. Oh, I see. He can come out of other holes. Taste ice, fiend. Owie. Alright. Scoff this apple. And this one. Okay, Sekune, get behind this. Still out of magic. Damn it. I had queued one up there so I couldn't move. Oh, that shockwave does damage, of him actually coming out. I didn't realize that, or I wouldn't have been standing that close. So, unfortunately, this boss fight is going to involve a lot of just waiting for this wand to be ready. Since, obviously, my fire spell is not going to be very useful against this guy. It will either do no damage, or potentially heal him. And I've barely done any damage to him, so this is going to take an unbelievably long time. Let me see if arrows do anything to him. Very slightly. Okay, well. And now she's just shooting at nothing. Why is the AI, companion AI, so bad? Come on. So she just wasted a bunch of arrows on nothing, and then when he actually emerged, she didn't shoot him. Okay, just go back to a sword so you stop wasting my resources. Oh my god, this is gonna take all day. I'm only on his yellow bar. I gotta go through all through his yellow, all through his orange, and then all through red. Which, at the rate this wand recharges, is gonna take a while. Although I suppose I could melee him. Although I'm assuming he has a melee attack. And now Sekune is attacking him for no apparent reason. She's been ignoring him this whole time, which is also very annoying because that now puts her in his shockwave range. Yeah, see, now she's just totally fixated on him. Why? Yeah, see, I'm not even allowed to approach him, so I do have to do this with the wand. And unfortunately, yeah, these magic orbs apparently only fill your mana, your actual magic bar. I can't pick them up to recharge the ice wand. But as is, it's just going to involve a lot of waiting. But the music tells me it's epic, so I'm going to believe that it is, even though it's actually pretty dull. Unfortunately, the only real challenge with this boss is the fact that I have a companion. If I was only controlling one character here, it's basically impossible to get hit as long as you keep moving, because his projectiles are so slow. But it's the need to stop moving one character, hit the D-pad to switch to the other, and then switch back. I'm kind of having to dodge both characters at once. So this is an odd fight in that it feels like having a party is disadvantageous. And it's taking a really long time. Just for shits, I'm gonna check if fire actually does damage to him. I'd be amazed if it does. But yeah, it does literally no damage. Also, you'll note that David there, as soon as I switched to Sekune to move her, he just started firing fireballs randomly at one of the fissures, even though the enemy wasn't there yet, thus wasting some MP. Because, yeah, the companion AI is kind of terrible. Ah, damn it. And me hitting A to check if I had enough power there. If you... Oh, shit. I see I didn't switch quite fast enough there. If you don't have enough power, he does that stupid head-shaking animation, and you cannot move while that's happening. Despite the fact that animation's completely pointless. The sort of negatory sound it makes there would be enough. I don't need him to stand there and shake his head for 3 years as well. Who even is this monster, and why am I fighting it? At least with the demon in the boiler room, I knew why I was fighting it, because I needed to clear him out of there so that we could use the telescope. But I don't have the slightest clue why I'm fighting this guy, or even what he is. And see, now she comes out to fight these. Except she's not fighting these, she's just swinging at the fucking fissure even though he's not there. Why did she suddenly decide to engage? I don't understand the AI mechanics, other than that they're terrible. Oh, wait, I have a whole nother health bar to get through, don't I? Oh, fuck. This is so boring. I think it's only one more hit. We're almost there. Nope, nope. 2 more. Come on. There you go. Glorious. Level up. Ooh. Oh, he blew up nicely, though.
Tell me.
I guess I'll save after that. I don't know what that boss was or why I killed it, but I leveled up, so it was worth doing, I suppose, but what the hell was he? I guess let's continue onward, even though I really should be going back to Rain and using that key. Oh, this appears to be a dead end. And it looks like it requires some sort of amulet. I'm guessing some sort of magical amulet that will extinguish this eternal fire. Why is this fire eternal? I don't know. Back to Rain, I suppose. Although there was a pathway back where the bears mauled me. There was a way to the right I didn't explore, so I'm gonna go do that instead of just going straight to Rain from the map screen. I like how these trees have, like, weird craggy roots coming out, like sticking out of the ground. It gives them sort of a weird gnarliness that I kind of like.
We'd best be careful. These bodies are still warm.
Oh, Jesus.
We needn't worry. This is not a wholly unfamiliar sight, and I recognize the swordsmanship.
Uh-huh. Oh, so this must be the
Who did this?
the person he was mentioning earlier.
Vivienne.
Vivienne, yeah.
And you were anxious for her safety?
Look at her just standing there, like she's taking so long to turn to face the... Oh god. There's a part of me that really wishes there weren't party members in this game, because I'm so annoyed by how ineffectual they are. I kind of just wish I was alone. Which is a shame, because it's generally fun to have a party with you in an RPG.
You were right, David. I like her already.
Because she's impulsive and pointlessly attacked somebody before even confirming the target?
I could have killed you!
Yeah, maybe you should confirm the target before you attack.
Oh, just raised his voice another octave. I'm Sekune. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Vivienne, and sorry about the welcome mat.
Well, at least they didn't splatter blood everywhere. It shouldn't be too hard to clean up.
What happened?
Well, she got attacked. What does it look like, dumbass?
They were waiting for me when I got back from the fort with supplies. Marianne was gone. They delighted in telling me that she'd been taken before Silver and that I, too, would soon have that pleasure. As you can see, I declined their charming offer.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken Jennifer, and most of the other women, too. We'd better leave.
Most?
Come back for you.
Well, that was all of them.
Let me join you. I'll help you do whatever it takes to find Jennifer and my sister.
Okay, select your heroes. Can I have both?
For now, it would be best.
What? No, no. I meant to select both, but the stick is so overly sensitive in that menu, it actually soared me over to the check mark, even though I didn't want to. Just going to Haven. So when I need you, I'll know where you are. Okay. Well, that means I'm just gonna go back to Haven and get her, I guess. I did not mean to close that menu. See, what I was trying to figure out on that screen is, did the X over their face mean I was selecting them or excluding them? Like, is the X there? Yes, I have checked this one as I want them in my party, or am I Xing them out as in I don't want them in my party? I was trying to figure that out when I then accidentally closed it, because instead of scrolling to the other portrait, I scrolled to the checkmark. See, X sort of implies I'm Xing them out as in not having them in my party. It would make more sense if it was a check mark on them. Then I would know, checked means they're coming with me. The X is ambiguous. But that's an easy thing to change. So I didn't go this way. Let's go check what's over here. Although it looked like even though I fucked up the menu, it looked like I was able to select both of them. So it would be kind of cool if I can have more than one companion. Especially considering, oh no. Especially considering the companions are so horribly ineffectual that having multiple might make up for the fact that they kind of suck. And look how slowly, she's not really attacking. Like, just dump the mag, bitch. Like, just keep casting spells till you're out of magic. And of course, she's attacking the weaker enemies instead of the thing that really would benefit from getting hit by spells. Oh, God. Yeah, this doesn't work very well. I'm so annoyed by this. So now she's getting savaged by this thing. I'm gonna see if the ice wand does any more. No, it looked like it only did one. So I'm gonna give her back the broadsword. She's gonna do absolutely nothing to avoid hits. Thus just blowing through my healing items. You know what, I take it back. I don't think I want 2 party members because, 2 extra, because then it's just 2 more people I have to babysit and who keep blowing through my healing items because they don't try to evade. Right, have an apple. I'll also eat an apple. Oh, fuck my life. I like the real-time combat, but it's severely let down by the companions. I kind of wish I was alone. What does this do? Well, the fact that I went limp there was kind of worrying, but the music sounded whimsical, so did that just heal me? I mean, I have full health now, but oh yeah, it looks like that's just a healing location. That's kind of a weird thing to put here because, well, frankly, traveling, if I wanted to just fill my health, there would be no point in traveling here to do it because it would take forever to get here just to do that. And then it actually takes a fair while to take effect because we have the whole animation and the piece of music. And the music there was actually quite nice for that, but that's a very dubious value because, like, let's say I was over in Rain, unless it added a fast travel to that thing specifically, which it didn't. There's one at the fire tree, or I'd have to go to Eddie David's house to the fire tree and then cross several screens to get to it, to then heal, and then I could fast travel back to where I was. But, like, I'm never gonna do that. Although chopping through these things is pretty fun. Ooh, there's a strength potion down here. That was worth, what was it, 60 gold? How much gold do I have now? 321. Yeah, so 60 is actually still pretty valuable. This is apparently not an exit, even though it totally looks like a pathway. So I'm instead going to go over here.
This province is beautiful and so tranquil.
Well, other than all the things trying to kill us.
Live in that mill.
Oh no, we just built that mill so it doesn't ever do anything ever. It was just a huge waste of money.
An eminent artist named Ruben lived there for decades. I used to come here as a boy to watch him paint.
I know of Ruben and his
That
work.
probably annoyed him, honestly. He probably wanted to focus on his work.
Yes, no one seems to have seen him lately.
Perhaps he's gone elsewhere to paint.
Like hell.
Perhaps.
I wonder if we'll meet him later in the game. That'd be kind of weird. Oh, David, you're that obnoxious little boy who constantly annoyed me while I was trying to paint. I mean, it's nice to see you again, David. It's been so long. And I guess I'm not allowed to go in. Oh, it needs a key. Okay, it needs this sort of brass-colored key, or bronzy key. Well, I'll try to remember this is here. But yeah, these backgrounds do look really nice. Particularly here, because, like, No, it was weird, because, like, I had praised the backgrounds as looking really nice, and then we get to No, and in No, although the design of the place looked really nice, like, I liked all the pillars and shit, there were large swaths of gray that really showed the poor color depth, where there's, like, obvious easily visible quantization steps, so it gets kind of blocky. Here, we don't have, like, large areas of the same, of a very similar shaded tone that, like, show terrible quantization, so these backgrounds really look quite nice. So, because I have 13 HP missing. I'm going to go ahead and use this circle again, even though it takes long enough. It's not really worth the 13 HP, but screw it. I kind of like the music that plays when you do it. Oh, I can't do it again. Oh, is that a thing you can only do once? Did it do something to my stats, maybe? Because it would be weird if all it did was heal me, and yet you could only do it once, because the healing is not valuable enough for a one-time thing to be worth it, because I could just eat some apples instead, and those are dirt cheap. Also, I like these cattails, just because I like cattails. So, it's closer to Rain Gate than Othias' tower, so we'll just start from the start. Oh wait, no, I was gonna go, let's go back to the rebel camp and get Vivienne. Yes. Yeah, they run on the screen. Sorry guys, false alarm. We're going back to rebel camp. Although every time I come up here, the first thing I hear is the horrible crunching sounds of these guys mutilating each other. So they're both selected. Check mark. Okay, yep, she is with me. Excellent. So it looks like she has her own broadsword. I'll give her a shield, because I think I have enough to go around. So other than that, of course they have the same specials, which reminds me, I haven't tried Reaper yet. But her stats. Magic 40, Strength 68. Unfortunately, I can't quickly scroll to a different character on this screen. I actually have to back out, reopen the menu, switch to someone else, go back here, and now I can look at her stats instead. She has much less magic, 24 instead of 40. Her ranged skill is 84, which I'm assuming is much higher than Vivienne. Yeah, 46. So, yeah, clearly Sekune is intended to be ranged, which makes sense because I think when we first got her, she had a bow equipped, but I never have enough arrows. There doesn't appear to be a way to buy arrows. What would be great here is if I could just go stock up on arrows, but I only have 9. Okay, so then how does David compare? Oh, I have by far the most strength. Okay, I figured Vivienne would have more than him, honestly. Ranged skill kind of sucks. It's basically in line with Vivienne. Okay. So it looks like David and Vivienne are pretty similar, and then Sekune is supposed to be using a bow, but I kind of can't.
Why do you waste our time here when I'm...
Yeah, and he has nothing new to say. Now with Vivienne in the party, we go back to Rain, and then we can move on. Fucking finally.